Hello everyone, Bunny Operator here, coming back at you today with another gear overview. Today what we have in front of us are Velocity Systems Scarab plate carriers. These are both size small. That's right, I'm a small boy, hashtag SMLL. And today we're going to be discussing not the plate carriers themselves, but the quick detach systems. I put a poll out there recently asking which people preferred either the Cobra style systems like this over here or the first spear tubes or similar systems like this. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and go over and introduce to you some of the folks here. We have Itchy and Scratchy, good times. We have Ralph Wiggum over there. He wants to help today, so there he is. A little bit of nostalgia for you folks from the 90s or even older than age 25. I don't think anybody even watches The Simpsons anymore. So anyways, my two scarabs here, they have front flaps over them, and the reason why I opted for those is essentially to secure the cummerbunds. As you can see, they are Velcro hook and loop style, and underneath, what some folks actually do is they use like placards here with swift clip systems that attach to the swift clip buckles here, the female ends, and you just Velcro the back of it onto either in this case to the top of the front flap here, which is actually female side, the loop side of the Velcro, or they remove the front flap completely and secure it directly underneath to the underside. Bear with me, I'm doing this one-handed here. In this case, you will see that underneath here are the attachments. Here's the female end of the Velcro attachments of the hook and loop, rather. And the Blaze Defense Systems adapters, they come in two different systems. Here's the Cobra buckle system and the first spear tubes. These are official first spear tubes. And the female ends, or rather it looks like the male end here, attaches via Velcro panel in the adapter through the adapter method. And both the Cobra system and the first spear tube system, they attach via MOLLE attachment to your cummerbund here. And since the Velocity Systems Scarab uses a mesh style cummerbund system like this that I've opted to keep for this setup, for this specific setup, then I would be opting to use a quick detach adapter system like this. So the Cobra system attaches just like that, or detaches just like that. On the back of the system here, I have the original flap folded for now, and then with I've applied a strip of female Velcro onto the inside just to keep this flap secured. I may permanently remove it later by cutting it off, but for now, since this is just the testing phase, we'll leave it as that for now. And then as far as attaching goes, all you have to do for these is find the male and female ends, line them up, click in, and click in from there. For the first spear side, I'm going to switch hands here to my right hand side. You would pull the tabs and then slide it off from there. This is going to be kind of difficult doing it one-handed, but let's go ahead and try it. Pull and swipe down. Yep, so once you have the tab pulled off, you just kind of swipe it off and it comes right off like that. Attachment is reversed, same way. You either go from the top or the bottom, you slide it on, and you don't necessarily have to pull, but sometimes it does make it easier. And you just kind of pull down and slot it in, and it slots from that point. All right, so I'm going to remove the med pouch here. This is a Haley dangler, Haley strategic dangler. Go and take that off for now. That's where I normally keep my medical equipment. We'll throw that to the side. Okay, so the current observations from testing both of these, I've been running this plate carrier with the L210s from the gray one in it just to test around, and I found that the Cobra system allows you to move the adapter a little bit tighter, so it can be a little bit more recessed into the front flap in the cummerbund system, well, the entire front flap. So it can be a little bit more low profile, but it's slower in the sense of attaching or QD because you have two different systems and in this case, four different engagement points to detach. So if you're not necessarily needing the QD, but you just want the convenience of quickly on and off, quickly taking your carrier on and off, then that's a good option for you. The alternative, the Blaze Defense System and First Spear tubes themselves, the First Spear tubes are much faster in putting it on and off. Essentially, you line up the tabs, you slot in, you need to quick QD it, pull and jerk down, and it comes right off. So if you that's beneficial to you if you need to quickly ditch your gear or quickly remove it, as in like you know, let's say like a water egress, or you need to quickly remove it for getting to like a wound cavity or somebody's injuries. So that's also an option. Or maybe you just like got through a day of training and it's hot as heck, and you just need to quickly throw that sucker off just to get some air in. So that works too. I find that my preference currently are the First Spear tubes, but although I do see the convenience of the Cobra buckles. So ultimately, it's up to you to decide which works best for you between the two systems, between the Cobra buckle system and the First Spear tube. Again, my preference currently is the First Spear tube system, but I do understand the benefit of the Cobra buckle system. So that's it for this video today. Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on the video itself, on the products, and if you want to see a review on the Velocity Systems Scarabs, or even the Healy Strategic products that we have in front of us, or even just a general overview of my two plate carriers and why I've set them up the way they did. Like, for example, for this carrier, I have opted to use the Kangaroo system that was built in, or the Kangaroo pouch was built into the Scarabs. And actually, the majority of Velocity Systems plate carriers are like that. But I do, inside the Healy Strategic Flat Pack Plus, the gray one over there, I do have another D3 CRM that's loaded up with kit, should I want to ditch the lower profile of this and go a little bit more overt with that system on there. So the gray carriers, or at least the gray the Healy Strategic Flat Pack, does not have Molly on the back of it, so you can't weave it to the plate carrier, and it's worn more of a standalone backpack system. And a lot of people prefer that. And you know, sometimes I prefer that too. But on this system here, because the Molly was already on the back of the flat pack, and I've opted to weave it into this carrier, simply for the case of just storing, carrying a permanent hydration system, or maybe even just general accessories, or running team drills whenever I LARP around with my homies, if you will. I guess that's the general trend. So that's it for the video. We'll see you all next time.